Not even live. By the way, it's Hafez Reflex.
Huh?
Hafez Reflex is the new channel. But yes, I was the artist formerly known as Banksy.
So the artist, well, you're as bad as Tommy Robinson. So let's talk about that. Yeah. So okay. Banksy. So as you know, Tommy Robinson will be. Let me rephrase that. An event is being planned on the 27th. No, that's nothing.
Okay.
An event is being planned on the 27th of July. Yeah.
Exactly.
On the 1st of June, you were called up onto the stage by Tommy Robinson. Yes or no?
Yes. Can you hear me through this?
Yeah, don't worry, I'm in control.
Good
so
man.
I listened to it. So what was it like for you when you were called up?
Well, I felt very privileged. I will say that. It was very good of him to actually share the stage or allow smaller content creators like yourself, like many others, join the stage. So yeah, no, it was a great day. It was a great day for the Patriots, and I hope the next one will be just as good.
But what I want to ask you, an event is being planned on the 27th of July. Have you seen any details in regards to the event?
Yes. I mean, there's a lot of things obviously going on behind the scenes. Organisers, I myself am hoping to have a VIP pass.
Shh, say no more. But have you noticed? Have you seen the flyer that went out a couple of days ago?
That's right. Yeah, I also tweeted that flyer. I actually tweeted it to none other than Lucy Brown, and she replied to me on Twitter.
but did you see anything unusual about that flyer?
I'll be perfectly honest. No, I didn't see anything terrible. What are you getting at? I didn't notice.
Does it mention Tommy Robinson?
No, there is. But the thing is, I can understand that because they are trying to build a movement beyond just Tommy. Because Tommy Robinson, and if you're building a movement based on a cult of personality, well, this personality will eventually get old and die. It's not going to live forever. This movement has to be generational. It cannot be just a movement of Tommy Robinson. It has to be a movement of British patriots. That's what it's supposed to be. That's what it's meant to be. Tommy Robinson is an element within that. And I think that is the best way to go forward, because you can't judge that movement based on Tommy's behavior or antics or whatever he does, because he's just a man, he'll make mistakes, and if you want to judge the movement based on just one man, then that movement will go nowhere.
Because the reason I asked the question, when I first saw the flyer, I was going to write to a particular group, you know the one I'm talking about, to ask the question, why is Tommy's name not on there? And then I thought about it, and then I went on Tommy's Twitter account, and there's a video which explains, and I fully understand. And like you've said, Tommy is building a movement of like-minded persons, but it's not about him, and I've called it an uprising. It's starting from the bottom upwards, and he's just there. He's not even the figurehead anymore.
Well,
he's in the background.
That's how it should be. He should be a key character, a key element. Just like Nigel Farage is a key element of reform. But Nigel Farage isn't reform. Reform is going to be a political party that is going to go on for generations to come. And whether Nigel Farage is part of it or not, the party will go on. And that's how it's supposed to be. That's how the party, the movement that Tommy's trying to create is supposed to be. Yes, he is a popular character and he will have a lot of supporters, but those supporters should know that they are not just coming for Tommy. They are coming because they are British patriots, because Britain is what matters. Britain is what we're trying to save here, essentially, from the onslaught of the left, of the red and the black, as the Crown Prince of Iran recently said in a speech, this is an unholy alliance between the red flag and the black flag. The red flag of communism and the black flag of Islam. And that cannot stand in Britain, and we must address it and we must challenge it. And we cannot allow the demographic changes of this country to change the fundamental British, the fundamental pillars of Britain. That's the main thing.
If you remember Tommy, when he started the EDL, 15 years, 20 years later, it's like mine's working. 15, 20 years later, you're now seeing a 360-degree turn in how Tommy approaches things. He's metamorphosized. He's completely changed. He's learned. He's developing. He's maturing. Do you also see those changes?
Well, I mean, everybody has to do that. Everybody has to grow up one day. I mean, Tommy was in his 20s when the EDL started. If he doesn't grow and mature, then, you know, he's not living. Of course, that is a fundamental aspect of human beings. You will not be who you are at 20, who you would be at 30, at 40, and at 50. At 50, you won't recognize who you were at 20. That's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to grow, you're supposed to mature, and you're supposed to gain wisdom. This is something, unfortunately, that we miss in these days, day and age, where we revere the young because of youth, but we don't revere the old because of wisdom. Wisdom doesn't come from books. Knowledge comes from books. Wisdom comes from life. And that is why we were taught as young people to respect our elders, and that is a lost message these days, because your elders don't just get old, they become wiser, they recognize the world. Not all of them. Some people stay dumb as shit all their life.
Omar, for example.
Yeah, some people stay stupid even when they get old. But most people gain a level of growth, they gain a level of retrospectiveness, they look back at their lives, they try to change some of the mistakes they made, and they grow. And 100% Tommy is doing that. So did, by the way, did you see Sultan of the Cat apologize to Jess Phillips recently? He didn't do that for Jess Phillips. Jess Phillips, I'm sure, doesn't give a crap. Yeah. It's that he feels he has grown as an individual, as a husband, as a father, and so he has to set a better example now for his children. So that's how it is. That's how it's supposed to be. And so Tommy he's been on a journey. He's done all these wild things, although he still sounds like he's doing some wild things.
Some wild things.
But he recognizes Britain is bigger than Tommy, Britain is greater than Tommy, and Britain deserves more than just a cult of personality. And we are, if you look around you, look at your local village. How many mosques do you see versus how many churches? Look at your towns, look at your cities. If you're happy with the way your country is, then say nothing and do nothing. But if you're not, if you're dissatisfied, if you're unhappy about what has happened to your country, then do something about it. As they say, if not now, when? And if not you, who? Stand up and be counted, and come down on the 27th and be amongst your people, and be amongst the crowd, and be amongst the British people, and be a patriot. And tonight, England's going to kick the living shit out of Spain, and they are going to win at least 2-1. Come on, England, let's have it.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I'm now going to speak to someone else